Your investigation is into whether or not our FBI has been politicized and whether or not the Department of Justice has been weaponized. Now, we have the Twitter files where Elon Musk clearly said a week ago Saturday that election interference, in fact, took place by the suppression of information on Twitter. I agree with him. He talked about how the media is complicit and how Twitter became basically a propaganda arm of the Democratic Party.
Intimidation is how the left operates, and it was intimidation and the whole pressing back and suppressing this key information just days before the most important election we have, the presidential election in the fall of 2020. So yeah, we got to look into this and how political that Justice Department has become.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and Sean Hannity wants to talk with Jim Jordan about propaganda. Ain't that some irony for you?
Do you think this is an organized, well-orchestrated intimidation effort to protect the Bidens?
Of course it is. And this is not the first story. There was one 4 weeks ago, right after the election. Politico puts a story out. David Brock and this group are coming after anyone who investigates the Bidens. So it's not that they just told us once with the Washington. They've now told us twice. So when someone tells you once, okay, but they've told us now twice, of course they're coming after folks. But the fact is, we have a duty to do the work, to get the truth out there, to get the facts out there. That's step one in stopping this kind of baloney from happening in the future.
First, we can all agree that both Sean Hannity and Jim Jordan are some of the worst people on the planet. Let's make that loud and clear for everyone to hear. Some fun facts, if you didn't already know: Jim Jordan allegedly covered up the sexual exploitation of students at Ohio State, specifically being noted by at least 8 former wrestlers of being aware of the allegations. Sean Hannity was accused of sexual misconduct, along with several others that worked as hosts on Fox News. Imagine that. All those creepy dudes talking about things that are none of their business. Well, they turned out to be real creeps.
They have had since December 19 Hunter Biden's laptop, and they've done nothing with it. What does that tell you about the FBI and the DOJ and the investigation you begin in January?
Tells me that these 14 whistleblowers, FBI agents who've come talk to us and taken whistleblower status, it tells me they're probably right, that you should believe them, that they're credible, good men and women who've come talk to us and telling us how crazy things are there, and that's why we're going to investigate and get the facts.
Now, the Twitter files saga has been in the news on and off quite a bit here recently. The right is collectively lamenting, pouring out tears that said this has been a bit of a flop for them, and that nothing is the smoking gun that they figured they would get from the Hunter Biden laptop conspiracy. But here's the real deal, people. It's a moron's game of whataboutism. The favorite logical fallacy of brain-dead morons around the world. Sean Hannity and Jim Jordan, of course, included in that company. Whataboutism is evasion. It's denying to respond to an argument by introducing an irrelevant argument in a pathetic, childish attempt to avoid any responsibility whatsoever. And like everything associated with the far right, they imprint their own disgusting anti-American brand to it. You see, an attempted armed insurrection against your own nation is par for the course. Ripping up the Constitution and flushing it down the White House plumbing system is a joyous endeavor. Forever deleting America and installing an all-ruling brain-dead dictator in a fascist theocracy spells a happy day for everyone. But my God, the things on Hunter Biden's laptop. The answer to every Republican argument is Hunter Biden's laptop. What are you going to do about the economy? Hunter Biden's laptop. What is the solution for immigration? Hunter Biden's laptop. What is the Republican Party legislative agenda through 2024? Hunter Biden's laptop, with an asterisk of further eroding American democracy. The thing Republicans find so convenient is the fact Hannity and Jordan can turn this nonsense into a half-hour program, and some semi-conscious adult human beings choose to consume it. They are not only hell-bent on killing America, but they are also hell-bent on making sure thinking goes out of style. Now, thanks to extreme gerrymandering and voter suppression laws, sane Americans have to endure 2 years of a Republican-controlled House, whose sole focus will be, you guessed it, Hunter Biden's laptop. And when that talking point finally fails and dies flat, they'll conjure up whatever fairy tale Elon Musk and their billionaire elite buddies conjure up in desperate attempt to keep from ever paying a nickel in taxes. And that's a fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.